Good morning there, Tamara. It's Kerry here from Pacific Toyota Lexus Cairns. Thank you very much for your inquiry on our 2022 Kia Cerato Sport Plus. Just want to make sure I can go through and do a high definition virtual tour of our vehicle. Basically just want to go through the interior, exterior of the motor vehicle, also through the wheel arch, tyres, rims, also through the features of the car as well too, and basically make my way through the engine bay. And then if there's any like I said, any little bit of damage or any stone chips or anything like that, I'll point them out to you, but we always will fix that before delivery. So let's just tell you a little bit more about Pacific Toyota. So we're actually, Pacific Toyota is one of two pre-owned dealerships here in Far North Queensland. So the one we're standing right here at the moment is actually at 77 Mulgrave Road. So we're actually based in the city. So I'm not too sure if you've actually been in Cairns at all, Tamara, but we're about 1.5 kilometres away from the city. Our second pre-owned yard is actually at 235 Mulgrave Road, and that's about 2 kilometres on the left-hand side of Cairns. Next to that is our franchise Toyota dealership, also Lexus as well too, service and parts department. We actually own opposite lot Full Drive Centre, and we actually does own Pacific Honda that does all our trucks, and Coral Motors that does all our pre-inspections for all our vehicles as we're having stock. As you can see in the background there, Tamara, that is actually our showroom floor, so it's 2 stories. Fantastic. So what I'm going to do right now, let's just get straight back into this video and tell you a little bit more about this Kia that you're inquiring with us today. So this vehicle is actually a one owner, locally owned from Cairns as well too. Had 2 services done through the vehicle as well. Just your normal pre-inspection vehicle, and then basically done through your up to your first 10,000 or so. Okay, that's gone through the engine bay. It's very nice and tidy as well too. Just going to go down through the front bar. As you can see on the front bar, you've got the nice looking stylish fog lights they actually have here as well too. Also, you've got your parker sensors around the front of the vehicle. Fantastic, and I'll get up a little bit more closer for you. So there's your parker sensors as well too. There's about 4 of them on the front bar. Just going to go up onto the bonnet, just make sure I go across the top of the bonnet and make sure that it's all nice and tidy. There is 1 or 2 little stone chips on the front bonnet, but I'll go back here and I just notice it right here. You won't even notice it until you actually put your finger on it. So there's 1 and 2 there. Okay, they're little tiny ones, but I can get them brush touched before delivery. Up onto the windscreen, just make sure there's no chips or cracks in the windscreens itself. Just going to get a little bit more better angle here and just look down the passenger side of the vehicle. As I'm going to get the camera, I'm just going to make it work all the way to the rear of the vehicle here, Tamara. Fantastic. Just get a bit more better view on this side, give you a bit more better angle around the vehicle. Fantastic. Now I'm just going to make my way up onto the bonnet on the boot itself, just to make sure there's no blemishes on the boot, no marking or anything. Then just going to make my way up onto the roof, just so to make sure there's no marking up on the roof as well too, or any dents or any hail damage, but there's nothing like that at all, because it's in great condition as well too. Just down here through the wheel arch now, so I'm going to go through the front wheel arch tomorrow. Around the front wheel arch, basically got plenty of tread on those tyres. You still got about probably 80% tread on those tyres. There's no gutter rash on that rim. Making my way to the rear of the wheel arch. Around the wheel arch itself, it's so hard, we've got that glare and that sun coming through pretty quickly here. Just on the door handles itself, it's actually got some nice lights, so that does actually light up at night if you know where your handles are. Just going to go through the passenger door trim now. Just make sure there's no marking on that. You've got your pockets in there as well. Down onto your kick panel, it's got your factory floor mats as well, so that's handy to have. Up onto the dash, across the top of the dash, and then actually back up here through the leather as well too. So make sure there's no creasing on the leather, so that's in great condition. All through the center part, coming over to the passenger side seat now. You've got your 2 keys, as you can see. It's got the service history and books there. Fantastic, Tamara. That looks in great condition. Okay, having a look out the rear door now. I'm just going through the trim. Make sure that's all nice and tidy. Down onto the kick panel, up onto the back of the seat, back through to the middle row seat. So it's got that nice looking diamond effect on the stitching as well too. So as you can see on the leather, what I mean by that, so you can see the difference in that. In the center of the seat, you've actually got your nice fold down. You can fold your middle part armrest down, and then you've got cup holders in there as well too. Fantastic. Okay, coming to the rear of the vehicle now, just going to have a look down so you can see that nice looking sporty look. Got your rear sensors on there as well too. Fantastic. Having a look in through the boot itself, if I lift that up, got your reversing camera on there as well too. Got your tail lights in through the boot, all nice and tidy. I'll get the camera down there a little bit more better for you. Lifting up the rear and just checking the spare wheel, and the Jackson tools are in there as well too. Fantastic. Okay, having a look down the driver's side now, just get that little bit more better angle on that side, Tamara. And I'm just going to make my way down to the front of the vehicle. That's all nice and tidy. There's no marks on the panels or anything like that, so that's in great condition. Okay, so having a look at that side of an angle, I know it's so tight in here. We've got chock-a-block of cars coming through. Still got another probably 30 or 40 cars coming in stock. Fantastic. Checking the tyres, make sure there's no gutter rash on the rims. Back down to the bottom of the panel, back through to the rear of the wheel arch. Fantastic. Checking the tread on that. Okay, having a look in through the passenger side door on the driver's side, down through the kick panel up onto the back of the seat, and get that camera going through to the middle row seats now. They're in great condition, no whine. You can see that it's been looked after really well. Okay, open up the driver's side door. So open up the driver's side door, we actually just basically go through the driver's side door. Just make sure there's no marking on the trim, because you're actually sitting this side more. You've got your fold-in mirrors, your pair of mirrors as well, your electric windows. Got that nice stitching through there, is that white stitching through the leather. Down through the kick panel, got your floor mats there as well too, and basically back up through the cross the dash. Fantastic. All right, so what I'm going to do right now, Tamara, I'm going to jump inside the vehicle. Just keep the camera on the where the odometer reading and everything is. Start the vehicle up for you. Glass nod view. So as you can see, it's got 20,010 kilometers on the clock. Just before I go away from the steering wheel, I just want to make sure I go around it, just make sure there's no blemishes on the steering wheel and no marking. Fantastic, that leather's in great condition. You've got your Bluetooth voice recognition, you've got your favorite, you can set up your stations and stuff like that. Your volume controls are here, your voice recognition and that. On the right side of your steering wheel, you have also got your cruise control, but also your adaptable radar cruise control and your lane departure with your steering wheel. So basically, if you start to veer off left or the right of the lane, the steering wheel will vibrate as well too. Okay, having a look down the left side of that, you've also got your traction control. You've got blind spot mirrors there, so that's your monitored blind spots. There's that one there with the two cars pointing to each other. Back off there. Having a look at the audio sound system, so it's got that good nice look audio sound system there. Push it on sat navigation system, you can search it or go back home, and that'll give you a split screen as well too. If I put it in reverse, you can see that good view of the camera on one side, and then that shows you the sensors on the other side. So if you do get closer, you've got front and rear sensors as well too. Fantastic. Down below that there has got your air conditioning climate control, so adjust it from your passenger or your driver's side as well, and then all your vent and speed controllings here. Underneath that there, Tamara, nice little extra little compartment, so you can put your phone there if you wanted to, but also you could probably put your cards or so. Below that there has got your charging point, so 12 volt, you've got your USB part, and then you've got your also the other USB for your fast charger. So if you basically want to fast your charger up on your phone, sorry about that, trying to get a bit more better view, and then basically looking down here, so you've got your transmission, you know, on either side of the transmission, these little buttons here are actually heated seats. So you can actually put your heated seats if you need to be. Your parker sensors are there, and your parker camera as well too. So basically just showing you there, if I put it on that, camera will come up as well too. Down that is a drive mode switch over button. So drive mode is just basically, if I push it on here, it's got eco mode, sports mode and smart mode. Smart mode is just basically be a bit more smarter where you're driving over 80 Ks. If you're basically in normal drive, you can have it over 8 Ks and still get that little bit more better fuel economy as well too. As you can see, it's got about 7.4 litres per 100 kilometres in this as well. Your handbrake in the centre part, and then you've got your cup holders. Alright, the most important thing, checking out the centre console as well too, is your logbooks. You've got 2 keys, your owner's manuals in there. You've got 2 services. You've got your first one done by Kia Trinity here, and then your second one was done by Mercedes, and they're actually linked up together, but that's all done as well too. Fantastic. Alright, Tamara, that has actually come to the end of the video, but thank you very much for your inquiry. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to give me a call. But thank you very much for your inquiry, and hopefully we can make you a proud owner of this 2022 Kia Cerato Sport Plus. Thank you very much.